In this revival of Wynyard Browne's famous play The Holly and the Ivy, which has been adapted for radio by Peggy Wells and Raymond Rakes, the Reverend Martin Gregory is played by Stephen Murray. His daughters, Jenny and Margaret, by Jane Knowles and Isabel Black, and Aunt Lydia by Nora Nicholson. The play is set in a country vicarage in 1950.
My thoughts were fully of Jenny as I walked over to see her that Christmas Eve. The afternoon was dark and lowering, the sky heavy with snow. As I came up the drive, I noticed that the lights were on in the sitting room, the only lights in the whole house. It was one of those big old Norfolk vicarages, a fine house in its day, but shabby now. And the big rooms always seemed to me to have a sort of faded melancholy. I was quite startled when I saw how gay it was through the window. A shining Christmas tree, all decorated with tinsel and coloured balls. And Jenny, on a stepladder, trying to fix holly to the chandelier. I tapped on the window, and she made a sign to me to come round. I opened the front door. Hey, Jenny.
That's it. Come in, David. Sorry about all the evergreens on the floor.
Oh, that's all right.
Have I put up too much holly, do you think?
Oh, I don't think so. I say, Jenny, anyone arrived yet?
No, but they soon will. What time is it?
Oh, 3:30, 3:45 maybe.
Is that all? Ooh, how dark it is.
There's snow coming all right. Will I turn that wireless off, Jenny?
Don't you like carols, David?
They're all right, but I want some talk with you before they all come.
No, David, there's no more to be said. I wonder if I have put up too much
There's
holly.
a lot more to be said if you ask me. Oh, will I turn this off?
Wait a moment. Listen. It's so lovely. It's odd how sound can be so beautifully still.
Aye, it's beautiful. Will I turn it off all the same?
Oh, if you must. Oh, just pass me that chain over there, would you?
Here you are. What on earth are you doing all this for? Have you got children coming or what?
No children. Just ourselves and the people we always have for Christmas. You know, that cousin of my mother's, Richard Wyndham, and a couple of elderly aunts.
What would your elderly aunts be wanting with all this Christmas decoration?
It's only what we always do. I don't want this Christmas to fall flat just because Mother's not here. Don't you like it?
Why, it's pretty, but it's an awful waste of time.
Oh, no, it isn't, David. It's part of something very important. The very thing that is Christmas for most people. That feeling in the air. The feeling that everything's different. Special. Pass me that star, would you?
I think you're mad. Start staring raving mad. Come down off that ladder.
No, David, I must finish. They'll be here soon.
Then I shall have to pull you down.
Oh, David, look out. I'll fall off.
There. Now give me a kiss. Darling.
Darling. Oh, I suppose those people who fall asleep in the snow feel like this. They know they've got to keep awake at all costs, but they can't help giving up the struggle just for a moment because the snow's so warm and cosy.
I never heard of anyone yet freezing to death from a kiss.
No. But, oh, well, it's all so pointless, isn't it? It gets us nowhere.
I don't know about that. Kissing's got a lot of people quite a long way before now. Oh, darling Jenny, give me another kiss.
No, David, please. All these Christmas cards on the mantelpiece want to raise...
Jenny.
Yes?
Listen, Jenny. Come here.
Yes, David? Well?
I've heard. It's all fixed. They want me to sail at the end of January. That's what I came to tell you. They've written to know will I be taking my wife with me? I told them yes.
Oh, David, why? You know it's impossible.
It's not impossible at all.
It is quite impossible. You know I can't leave Father.
That's absurd. Of course you can't.
Darling, it's not absurd. There's no one else. I must look after him. Can't you understand? I must.
Oh, that's all nonsense. Children can't be expected to sacrifice their lives to their parents like that. It's not within reason. When it comes to a conflict between the young and the old, it's the old that have to give way.
You're talking like a textbook, David. This isn't a conflict between the young and the old. It's what I feel for someone I love.
Don't you love me, too?
Oh, you know I do.
Well, then. Oh, it's suicidal. I know, Jenny. I'll have a word with your father.
No, David, you mustn't.
Why not? He's a reasonable man. He wouldn't expect you to...
Of course he wouldn't. Oh, you don't understand. That's the whole point. If Daddy knew about us, he'd never ask me to stay however much he wanted to. He wouldn't let me stay. But that wouldn't make it any easier for me to go, would it? I know that he needs me. Don't you see? That's why he mustn't know about you and me at all. It would worry him dreadfully. Well, you won't tell him, will you? Promise?
I'm not making any promises.
Oh, good gracious. I was writing my sermon in my study and fell asleep. Jenny, what time is it?
3:45, Daddy.
Is that all? Hello, David.
Good afternoon, sir.
Are you sure? It was so dark in my study, I thought it was later. Later than... Oh, Jenny.
What's the matter, Daddy? Are you all right?
A bit giddy for a moment or so. No, that's nothing, really. Yes, I'm all right. I work with a start, you see, thinking I'd forgotten all about the children.
What children?
I've got to go down to the schools. The infants are having the Christmas treat.
Oh, but you've a heavy day of services tomorrow, and you're not well.
Oh, if I'm not well enough to do my work, I'd better give up, that's all. How about you, David? Have you heard anything yet?
Aye, it's all fixed. I was just telling Jenny. I'm to sail at the end of January, and I was going to ask...
You're a lucky fellow. You know, I've always wanted to go to South America ever since I was a boy. Ever since I first read Prescott, The Conquest of Peru. That's a wonderful book now. Have you ever read it?
Can't say I have.
Oh, you should. Particularly all that part about the Incas. Remarkable people, the Incas. Great mathematicians, you know, and sun worshippers.
Is that so?
You know, the most interesting thing, they were the first people in the world to discover about manure. No, it's true. You better tell your father about that, David. He'd be interested being a farmer. You see, the Incas were the first people to discover the value of guano as a fertilizer. It's the deposit of seabirds, you know. It's found all down the western coast. In fact...
I don't expect to have much to do with all that. I'm going out there to build aerodromes.
Aerodromes? Oh, well, people seem to want aerodromes. I can't think why, but they do. You know, I often think it'd be very pleasant to be an engineer or something like that, to be doing something that people want. That's the worst of being a parson. People don't want you.
Hadn't you better go, darling, if you are going?
Huh? Oh, good Lord, yes. The treat. I forgot.
I'll get your coat. You better have your scarf, too. It's bitterly cold. And you'll need a torch for coming back.
Her mother was just the same, you know, David. I don't know where I'd be without her.
Here you are. There. Now then, tuck the scarf across your chest.
Okay.
That's right.
Thank you, my dear.
Are you sure you're all right now? Hadn't you better have a little whiskey before you go?
Whiskey? That reminds me. Have we whiskey in the house for Richard when he arrives?
I think there ought to be enough. I'll just see. Yes, the bottle's nearly full.
All right, then leave it out on the side where he can help himself. What about you, David? Will you care to take a glass?
No, thanks, sir.
Darling, you must go. You don't want to be out when they all arrive.
When's Margaret coming?
Well, I arranged with Richard to call for her after lunch today and drive her down. I made him promise to get her here in time for tea.
Good. You haven't met my younger daughter, Margaret, have you, David? Of course, we don't see her very often now. She's a journalist, you know. She writes these articles on fashions for the latest magazines. You wouldn't think that'd be an interesting thing, but I find myself getting enthralled reading about the autumn collections and What's this I was reading out about at lunch, Jenny?
The season's silhouette.
Yeah, that's it, the season's silhouette. The trouble they take with the silhouette now, I have no idea of it. Hip lines, waist lines, and what's this they call them? Foundation garments.
Aye, it's almost a branch of engineering.
There's an article here somewhere Margaret was writing about foundation
Daddy,
garments.
darling, you must go.
Yes, Jenny. I'm off this minute. Show you some other time, David. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, darling. You see, David?
Aye. What about this younger sister of yours? Why can't she come home?
Margaret. She won't come.
Why not?
She just won't. She's got her job and her friends in London. She wouldn't come and bury herself here in the country. No, the obvious person is Daddy's sister, Aunt Bridget. But Daddy and she don't get on. They never have. She's got that explosive Irish temper that goes off like a squib at the slightest touch.
What about your other aunt, then?
Mummy's sister, you mean, Aunt Lydia? Oh, she's too grand and strange. She's the widow of a king's messenger.
Oh,
she's lived all her life in hotels. She can't even make a piece of toast. Anyway, she's nearly 80. No, it's no use. I'm the only one. I've got to stay.
But
Will you put the step-ladder over here for me, David, please?
Yes, Jenny. There you are.
Thank you. That mistletoe doesn't look too safe.
Jenny, you could find your father a housekeeper, couldn't you? As long as there's someone competent in the house, it's not such a terrible thing for a man to live alone, is it?
Yes, David, it is. At least it would be for him. It'd be far worse for him than for an ordinary person.
I don't see why.
It's always worse for a parson anyway. He can't do the most ordinary things simply because he is a parson. For instance, he can't just drop into a pub for company when he's bored in the evenings. People don't feel free to behave naturally when he's there.
I know what you mean. There's an awkwardness. I've noticed it myself in railway carriages. Everyone stops talking for a moment when a parson gets in. And when they start again, things aren't quite the same. They become unnatural with each other, too.
Well, that's just it. A parson's set apart, isolated. But it's not only that. You know, Daddy, he's essentially scholarly. Well, look at the way he was talking to you about the Incas just now. He was brilliant as a young man. So were all his friends. And he's quite lost touch with them now. Because he chose to be a parson, he became separated from the people with his own interests, his own outlook. He's had to spend half his life organising bazaars and going to Sunday school treats, doing silly, trivial things with silly, trivial people. Oh, well, that's not fair. I suppose they're just ordinary people. Father gets on with them well enough, and they like him. But they don't understand him, and they've nothing in common with him. Well, I think that's largely why we, the family, have always meant so much to him.
It's a difficult situation. I see that. But I don't see why it should fall on you. Oh, that younger sister of yours must take her turn.
I've told you she won't.
Oh, that's absurd. She's damn well got to. Does she know about you and me?
You always seem to forget, David. No one knows.
But if you told her, surely she'd help you out a bit. Look, I'm sure if you asked her, she'd give you a break.
I'll ask her if you like, but I'm pretty sure it won't be any use. You may as well make up your mind to that. Now, David, I must finish fixing this holly.
You're not going to let everything depend on her, surely?
It does, I'm afraid. It just does.
But that's preposterous. You can't just sit on the top of that ladder like that and let the whole future of two people depend on what someone else chooses to do. Oh, it's monstrous. Oh, come down, Jenny, and talk to me. The holly doesn't matter. It looks all right.
Very well, David.
Jenny.
But listen, doesn't everyone always depend on what other people choose to do? Isn't that why it's so very important what we choose?
It's important, all right. It's important to you and me now. Jenny, this is the sort of job I've had in mind ever since I started to qualify. For nearly 20 years, ever since I was 14, I've been working towards a job like this. But if I had to choose between it and you, it's no use to me.
The really important thing is never to choose what destroys other people. Isn't that... Well, isn't it the whole meaning of being good?
Being good? Oh, you're too good. That's your trouble. If you're not careful, you'll be destroying yourself, and me too. Oh, you're so good that it becomes bad. Jenny, don't. I don't mean to upset you, but... What's the matter, Jenny? Tell me.
Only what you just said. That goodness can destroy people.
That's all nonsense. I'll never heed what I say.
But is it true, David? Can it be true?
Don't ask me. I'm only an engineer.
Anybody there?
Nick!
Hello, chums.
Nick, how did you get here?
Hitchhiked. Hello, David.
I thought you weren't coming. You said you couldn't get leave.
I wangled it. 48 hours. Compassionate.
Compassionate?
The army's very sentimental at Christmas. The great ruthless machine suddenly goes soft in the middle like bad fruit. It's rather sinister.
What are you talking about?
How did you fix it?
I went to see the Major and pitched a tale. That's one small advantage of being Irish. I told him my mother had recently died, my father's getting old, and my little sister... Oh, you ought to know my little sister. She's wonderful. Is bravely struggling to keep things going. And she wants us all home for Christmas this year because maybe it's the last Christmas we'll all spend together in the old home. Worked like magic. I'd almost swear when I'd finished there were tears in the Major's eyes. England won't go far wrong, Gregory, as long as men feel like you do about their homes.
Nick, you're awful. How could you?
Why, what's wrong? It's all true, isn't it?
No, it's not. Not a word of it's true. You don't feel like that at all.
I say, old girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose I'm being silly. I expect it's all right, really. Look, could you and David finish putting up the holly for me? I must go and get tea ready. They'll be here soon.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, she's worried about your father, I think. He wasn't very well just now.
Oh, Lord. He never seems to be well these days. What about this damned holly?
Well, you do that side of the room and I'll do this.
Right. Just stick it behind the pictures. Anywhere you can get it to stay.
Like this. Oh, damn. You know, it's a strange thing, but I find all this Christmas decoration peculiarly depressing.
Me too. I can't bear Christmas. I used to like it as a child, but now it's... Well, as you say, it's depressing. And we got a dozen aunts coming.
I thought it was 2.
It is, but they make it feel like a dozen. Damn. This holly pricks. Deep wound. What's the matter with my father, do you know?
Oh, he was a bit giddy for a moment, that's all.
He ought to retire, you know.
I gather he can't afford to.
It's not that. He could, but he won't. I'm the trouble, really.
Why you?
He wants me to go to Cambridge. Well, that costs money. I'm not the type to get scholarships. Anyway, I have a year to do in the army first. That means at least 4 more years for him in this place. I don't want him to kill himself for me. Anyway, it's not worth it. I don't even know that I want to go to Cambridge.
There's a lot of advantages to be had from a university education, you know.
By me, I'm not the type. No good telling him that, though. Father always says that the years he was up at Cambridge were the best and most valuable 3 years of his life, and he wants me to have them too. Wouldn't be so bad if I knew what I wanted to do. But I don't. I just want to live. Do you suppose people are born wanting to be clergymen?
I should hardly think it's very likely.
That's something that's always interested me. What makes a chap at the age of 18 or 20 suddenly decide to become a parson? It's a hell of a life. What makes them do it?
Maybe they have some kind of mystical experience. A sudden flash of insight into the meaning of life. How does that cluster of holly look?
Looks all right to me. How about mine?
That's a wee bit lopsided.
There you are, you see. I'm no good. Can't even do this. Have you ever had one?
One what?
A mystical experience. What was it you said? A sudden flash of insight into the meaning of life.
I can't say I have.
Nor me. What do you make of it all? Religion and so forth. Do you believe in God?
What's the matter with you this afternoon?
I don't know. Christmas? Coming home? You probably can't realize what it's like to grow up in the atmosphere of a vicarage.
I can't see much wrong with this atmosphere.
No. But however pleasant and easy they are, there's always a subtle pressure on you all the time to think and feel things you don't naturally think and feel. You see what that leads to? If you're not careful, you get involved in a kind of perpetual pretense. Oh, it's a difficult business, having a parson for a father.
Jenny seems to do all right.
Oh, Jenny, yes. But Jenny's rather a special person, you know.
I know what you mean. She's got a kind of natural magic.
Oh, Lord, that'll be the aunts.
Mick, go and open the door, will you?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait a minute. Just get rid of that sheet full of holly first. Put it in the hall.
All right. Wait a minute.
What about the step ladder?
Oh, yes, David. Could you put it away? You know where it goes.
Yes. And then I think, Jenny, I'd better be getting along. We've got a gathering of the clans, too.
Oh, no, don't go, David. I want you to meet Margaret.
Oh, yes. So do I.
Let them in now, Mick.
Hello, Aunt Bridget. How are you, Aunt Lydia?
Had you forgotten we were coming, or what? My feet are freezing to the doorstep.
Oh, Siberia. It's like Siberia. Oh, Nick, how nice to see you. I didn't think you'd be here.
Well, I'll take all your cases and Christmas presents upstairs for you.
Be careful of that one. There's breakables in it.
Right.
Oh, Jenny, darling, how are you?
Hello, Aunt Lydia.
Let me have a look at you. Oh, you're tired, my darling. You've been doing too much.
Have I? Hello, Aunt Bridget. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. Who's this young man?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a friend of ours, David Patterson.
Oh.
Aunt Bridget.
How do you do?
How are you? Are you staying in the house, or what?
I just took a walk over, that's all. My people have a farm down the road.
How do you do? I'm Aunt Lydia.
How do you do?
Now, come and see your rooms, both of you. Then we'll have tea. I expect you're hungry.
I'll just stay here and thaw for a moment, darling. I'm frozen to the bone.
Very well, Aunt Lydia. You coming, Aunt Bridget?
Yes. I hope your brother was careful taking my case upstairs. There's breakables in it.
Oh, Mr. Patterson, isn't Jenny a darling? I'm so fond of her. She was so splendid all through my sister's illness. And now I think she's quite wonderful the way she looks after her father. Don't you?
Aye, she's wonderful, all right. A bit too wonderful, if you ask me.
Too wonderful. What do you mean?
Well, in my opinion, you can carry self-sacrifice a bit too far.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm so glad. So very glad. You're in love with her, aren't you? No. Don't tell me. There's no need. I can see you are. It's written all over you. I'm so glad. Darling Jenny, I'm so afraid her being at home would
But we've
mean
not announced anything yet. The engagement's not been made public.
But I'm not the public. Secrets of this sort are perfectly safe with me. Oh, I do congratulate you. Jenny's such a darling. This is absolutely right. I can see that. You're cut out for each other. I can always tell.
I say, everyone, Richard and Margaret are here.
Oh, were they on the train? We never saw them.
No, they come by cars, just drawn up outside.
Richard is a cousin of mine. Margaret's the other daughter, you know.
Yes, I've heard about Margaret.
Oh, it's damn cold. Leave the car till afterwards, Vic.
I'll take your bags up, Richard.
Thanks, boy. Oh. Hello, Cousin Lydia. How's the headache?
Headache? I hadn't got a headache.
Nonsense. You always have a headache.
Richard, dear, this is Mr. Patterson, a friend of Jenny's. Colonel Wyndham.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
It's cold enough for snow. 148 miles in open cars. No joke on a day like this.
Hello, Richard.
Hello, Jenny, my dear. Nice to see you. And here comes Cousin Bridget downstairs. How are you, Cousin Bridget? Still flying off the handle?
Not at the moment. Merely dying for a cup of tea, that's all.
Where's Margaret?
Margaret? Oh, she couldn't come.
Oh, dear.
Couldn't come? Why not?
Not feeling very well. Touch of flu, I think. Thought it was better to stay put. She sent her love to you all and wished you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, dear, Daddy will be so disappointed. Oh, well, there it is. I'll go make the tea.
In that case, I think I'll be getting along now, if you don't mind.
Aren't you going to stay for tea, David?
I think I'd better be getting home, Jenny. The folks are expecting me.
All right, then.
I'll be taking a walk over tomorrow sometime. Goodbye, all.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Jenny.
Goodbye.
Oh, Jenny, darling, he's charming. Absolutely charming. I'm so glad.
Is that the boyfriend?
Oh, why didn't you tell me? I'd no idea of that. Congratulations.
No, please, what on earth do you mean, Aunt Lydia? Oh, what's David been telling you? He's no right to say anything.
He didn't. I guessed. Somehow I always know these things. He's absolutely right for you, my darling. Absolutely right.
You know, Jenny, I thought you'd never get married, like myself.
No, listen, please, all of you. You're not to say a word about this to anyone, do you see? Not to anyone.
Oh, is he married already or what?
Of course not. It's simply that things are rather difficult at the moment. We can't be married until I found someone to come and look after Father.
Oh, that was the way with me. There was I, stuck in that little flat in West Hampstead, looking after me invalid mother. Till I was 45 and my figure quite gone. In my opinion, parents have no right to batten on their children like that.
But, now, here's Father. You understand? Not a word.
You've not been waiting tea for me, have you?
Oh, Martin, dear, how are you?
I'm all right, Lydia. Sorry to be out like this. Did Jenny tell you?
Yes, she did.
How's Bridget?
No worse than usual, thank you, Martin.
Good. Oh, Richard?
How are you, Martin?
Your car be all right out there. It's bitterly cold.
Hello, Dad.
Mick! I thought you couldn't get leave.
I wangled it. Pitched a tail to the Major.
Trust him.
That's fine, that's fine. Now, where's Margaret?
She's not coming, Daddy.
Not coming. But, Richard, I thought you were driving her down. Wasn't that the arrangement?
She's got flu.
Oh, good gracious. That'll be awkward. She's all by herself there in that flat.
Don't worry, Daddy. She'll be all right.
I don't like her to be ill there all alone. She's no one there to look after her. You better all go in and start your tea. Hang those things up for me, Mick. I think I'll just ring her up and see how she is.
I shouldn't do that if I were you, Martin.
You wouldn't? Why not?
Well, there's no one else to answer the telephone. Don't want to get out of bed.
Leave it for the moment, Daddy. Come on, let's go and have some tea. I expect you're all famished. And we can think what to do about Margaret afterwards.
Oh, very well, my dear, if you think so.
How lovely you've made it all look, darling. So like your mother.
Is there a fire in there, or shall I need my coat?
Of course there's a fire, Bridget.
What about your car, Richard? Will it be all right?
Shall I go and put it away? It's freezing hard.
No, don't bother, Mick. I'll do it. You're going to have your tea.
Righto.
Come on, Mick. Be as quick as you can.
You
Richard.
bet I will. Can't wait to get back to my tea. Margaret, how long have you been standing out there?
Hello, Richard. I've just come.
What the hell are you doing here, Margaret?
I had to come.
Here have I been doing my best to explain it away, telling them some damn story about your having flu.
I couldn't stand it, Richard. Alone there in the flat. As soon as you'd gone, I realized I couldn't stand it. A whole dreary Christmas of trekking round the pubs. I had to come. And now, for heaven's sake, let me get a drink.
No, you've got to leave that alone.
Please, Richard.
You can't start your drinking here.
Richard, I must. I can't face them without it.
You've got to. Come on now. Pull yourself together. We'll go in together.
I tell you, I can't stand it.
Come on. Here's Margaret. Margaret!
Coffee, Margaret?
Yes, please, Jenny. Black.
Here we are now, Richard. Do you care for cigars after dinner at all? Would you try one of these?
Thanks, I will.
This should be all right. The only trouble is they may be a bit dry. One of my church wardens gave them to me a couple of years ago, and they got mislaid in my desk.
That desk. We were excavating it the other day. If you dig deep enough, you come on whole buried civilizations. We found relics of all his old parishes, right back to the beginning.
You know, we found over 1,000 old sermons.
Good Lord.
Well, it's not such a great number when you come to think of it. Morning and evening every Sunday. That's 52 Sundays in the year. You'd get through 1,000 in about 10 years. Well, allowing for holidays and visiting preachers, say 12. Oh, since I was ordained, I must have preached enough sermons to fill 150 books. I doubt if anyone's ever paid the slightest attention to them.
Martin, dear, I'm sure they have. I shall always remember that one you preached soon after Philip died. It was such a help to me.
Oh, I'm glad, Lydia, I'm glad. Well, Richard, how's the cigars? Is it all right?
Yes, fine.
I must have filled a number of books, too, inadvertently, about women's clothes. It's terrifying.
But why, Margaret? Why terrifying?
Simply because one might have been doing something else, Mick.
That's what I always wonder, Margaret. Why do you write that stuff? When the world's crying out to be saved, there's a lot more important things to be writing about than women's undergarments.
How should I save the world, Aunt Bridget?
Well, how are you feeling, Margaret?
All right now, thank you, Father.
Wouldn't you be better in bed? Did you feel as if you had any fever?
No, I don't think so. I dare say it wasn't flu after all.
You're a bit pale, you know. You've been overworking, that's the trouble. You're shivering. You're cold.
A little. It's a cold night.
Well, maybe you caught a chill in the train coming down. You better take a glass of whiskey for it.
I'm all right now, Father.
Oh, now, Jenny, we forgot all about the whiskey. Richard never had any with his dinner. We got this bottle out specially for you, Richard.
Oh, that's all right, Martin.
Oh, drink that up, Margaret.
No, thank you, Father.
Oh, come on now. It won't hurt you. A little whiskey never did anyone any harm, did it, Richard?
What about cirrhosis of the liver?
Oh, disgusting. Is that what you've got?
Well, not yet, Bridget, not yet.
Come on now, Margaret. Drink it up. Do you good.
Didn't you hear me say no thank you?
Good Lord, Margaret. Fancy refusing a whiskey. Give it to me. I'll drink it.
How bitter the holly smells.
Ah.
Holly, I didn't know it had a smell, Jenny.
Yes, in the stalks where you break it. You know, it's in the carol. The holly bears a savour as bitter as any gall.
Oh, yes.
I think I'll be getting along back to my study. I have some more work to do on the sermon for tomorrow.
Don't be all evening, Father, will you?
You know, Cousin Lydia, it's 42 years since I preached my first Christmas sermon.
Oh, how old we're all getting.
Tomorrow will be the 43rd.
I always think Christmas is the loveliest of the festivals.
You know, I hate it.
Hate it?
But why?
The brewers and the retail traders have got hold of it. It's all eating and drinking and giving each other knickknacks. Nobody remembers the birth of Christ.
But Christmas morning, there's something about Christmas morning.
In a vicarage with services from 6 o'clock onwards, there's no morning at all.
No, but the first moment, when you wake up, somehow, I don't know why, you always know it's Christmas morning. It's as if during the night while you were asleep, something had happened. You even expect the world to look as different as it feels.
I know.
And you lie there, taking it in, realising, and this seems strangest of all, that it's Christmas everywhere.
Of all the sermons in the year, it's the one on Christmas morning I dislike the most. Nobody wants to hear it. They're all fidgeting in their pews, longing to be back home, basting the Christmas turkey. There's no time to be telling them anything important. Oh, well, I must be getting back to my study and getting on with it, I suppose.
And I'd better be getting on with the washing up.
I'll help you, Jenny.
Oh, not tonight, Margaret. You're tired. Stay here in the warm.
Can I be of any help?
No, Aunt Lydia, you sit down.
Yes.
What about you, Michael? Aren't you going to help your sister?
All right, Aunt Bridget, all right.
I suppose you think it's beneath your dignity, do you, to help with the washing up? Being a man, is that it? That's one good thing about the servant shortage, in my opinion. It's good for the men of the country.
Come on, Mick. I'll give you a hand on fatigue.
Worse than spud bashing.
There's plenty more coffee if you want any, Margaret.
Thank you, Jenny.
We'll help ourselves, dear. Won't we, Lydia?
Yes, we will. Bridget, dear, shall I say something to Margaret about you know what?
Do.
Margaret, dear, Jenny's wonderful, isn't she?
Yes, Aunt Lydia. I suppose she is, in a way.
She's so splendid with your father. I can't think what he'd do without her.
Let's hope he won't have to.
But, Margaret, dear, supposing Jenny wanted to get married, what would happen then?
I should have to go, of course.
But what would become of your father?
I know it'd be tiresome for him. But still, there it is. He'd have to manage somehow.
Oh, what do you mean? There's no reason why you shouldn't come home, is there?
No, Aunt Bridget, I'm afraid that'd be impossible. Quite impossible.
But, Margaret, your father's so very fond of you. You're the obvious person. Who else is there?
Look here, Aunt Lydia, what is all this? Jenny's not going to be married, so what's the point?
The point is you've no sense of responsibility. You can't go on leaving everything to your sister like this. Look at all she does. Slaving away, running this great house without any help, cooking all the meals, and losing all her opportunities.
What opportunities, Aunt Bridget?
Well, the opportunities. talking about? Oh, I'm going upstairs now to get me work bag. Anyway, it's a matter of principle. You wouldn't understand that, I suppose.
Oh, Bridget, dear, while you're up there, I wonder if you'd mind getting mine, too.
Where is it?
Oh, well, wait a minute now. I'm not quite sure. Oh, did I unpack it or didn't I? Oh, dear, perhaps I'd better come and get it myself.
I think you had. I don't like to be disturbing all your things.
Margaret, have you finished with the coffee things yet?
Yes.
Nick's become wonderful at washing up. He's developed an army technique.
Jenny, close the door, will you? Sit down.
Well, what is it, Margaret?
Jenny, is anything wrong?
Why?
I've just sustained a combined attack from both the aunts.
What about?
You. Well, they seem to think you're fed up with being at home. Of course, it's a preposterously inconvenient house, but I always thought you liked being here.
So I do, very much in a way. But it's also a bit limiting. Especially when...
Look here, Jenny, what is all this?
Well, it's perfectly simple. I want to get married, that's all.
Oh, darling. Who? Anyone I know?
He's called David Patterson. His parents bought Copper Hall Farm. They're Scottish. He's an engineer. I expect you'd think him very dull.
Why should I?
Oh, I don't know. What's it matter anyway? The point is, he's got a job in South America. He sails in a month's time, and I want to go with him.
What's to prevent you?
Well, who's to look after Daddy?
You can always get a widow or someone.
How can I leave him with just anyone? Of course, I know the perfect solution for him.
What?
You. Oh, Margaret, couldn't you come home for a bit? You're such a special person to him that it'd make all the difference.
No. I'm sorry. That's out of the question.
Just like that? Yes. I know I asked you, really. I knew it'd be no use. All the same, I don't know, you say it so coolly, so immediately. Flick like that and it's done with. Life must be very easy for people like you.
Well, life's always easier than people like you make it.
You have grown hard, haven't you? No feelings left. You're armoured.
Is that how I seem to you?
Oh, Mag, what's happened to you? You've changed. You never used to be like this. You know you've changed.
Of course. What do you expect? Life does change people.
Why do you never come home? After Mother died, I made sure you'd try and come more often, but you don't. If anything, I think you come even less. Whether you're fond of Daddy or not, I should have
Not
thought...
fond of him? Do you really think I'm not fond of him?
Well, if you are, why is it so absolutely out of the question that you should come home?
I'm sorry, Jenny, I can't.
But why? That's what I don't understand.
Because it
Why?
wouldn't work. I don't belong here anymore. As you say, I've changed. Perhaps not quite in the way you think.
Mag, you're not happy, are you? That's it.
Who is?
Plenty of people.
Perhaps, if they're stupid enough.
Why must you always crackle like ice? What's happened to make you seem all frozen over inside? You're like someone out of a Hans Andersen story. Do you remember how they used to frighten me when we were small? People like the frozen queen who went down to the gardens of the dead.
Jenny, you're fantastic. How do you do it?
Something has happened. I'm beginning to see now. Oh, Mag, tell me.
All right. I will tell you. You remember Bob?
You're American?
My American. Yes.
But I thought he was killed ages ago, right back in the middle of the war. You don't mean to say he's turned up again?
No, he was killed. Quite killed. Do you think I might have a drink?
Of course.
I was very much in love with him. You didn't know that, did you? They found his body, what was left of it.
Darling, why ever didn't you come home for a bit? You needn't even have told us a thing about it, but... Oh, you should have come.
When I was pregnant?
Margaret.
It was just about then that Mother was ill for the first time, you remember? I couldn't very well tell anybody.
You could have told me.
Oh, yes, I suppose I could, but there didn't seem any point in that. Luckily, I was away in London. I thought I'd better go through with it by myself.
Oh, how awful for you.
It wasn't so bad. Once I'd made up my mind.
But what happened? Were you all right?
Quite all right. It was a boy. I called him Simon. I don't quite know why.
Mag, if only I'd known. I see it all now.
Yes, now you see why I never wanted to stay here very long when I came. I was always wanting to get back to London.
Of course. Oh, Mag, darling, it's wonderful. I'm longing to see him. How old is he now?
He'd have been 5 last September.
Would have been?
He died last year. Meningitis.
Oh.
Well, there it is. Now you know.
Meningitis. And he was only 4. But, Margaret, I don't understand. Simon was the reason for your not coming home, but... Well, now there's no reason, surely.
Oh, yes, there is. I couldn't stand the pretense.
Pretense? Why need there be any?
Because Father thinks of me as someone I no longer am. I am what has happened to me.
Does it make so much difference?
Nothing is left the same. I just don't feel or think as I used to about anything in the world. Even the little ordinary things. Christmas decorations. Holly. Don't you see, if I lived here with Father, I should have to be playing a part all the time, pretending to be as I used to be. Never for a moment could I be myself. It would be an impossible, unbearable situation. And the only solution would be to tell him, and I couldn't do that, could I?
Couldn't you? No. No, I suppose not. At least... Oh, no, I don't really see how you could. Besides, it would upset him dreadfully.
Exactly. That's the trouble. He'd see it as a moral issue, and I don't.
Oh, if only we could. But no, we can't. Besides, the whole thing's over and done with now.
Over and done with. Yes. What nonsense life is.
Yes.
For you too.
Just at this moment, yes.
Here. What's all this? Scrim-shanking? Disgraceful. Dodging for tea?
Sorry, I was just coming, Mick. I'll get the coffee cups together now.
My dear Jenny, we've finished the washing up. Here, give me that tray.
No, I'll do them, Richard. You've done enough for one day. Mick, could you go and get in a few logs?
Haven't I done enough for one day?
No, Mick, you haven't. Come along and get some logs.
Oh, Lord, I don't see the point in coming home for Christmas. It's easier in the army.
I say, Richard, I've just been telling Jenny.
What? Not about Simon?
Yes.
Good Lord, how did she take it?
Very well. There's a lot to be said for Jenny.
Margaret, you must leave that alone.
No, Richard, I've got to get through the evening somehow.
If you're going to start drinking, you'd much better have stayed in London.
I'm sorry. I suppose I'm being rather a bore.
You are rather. That's the trouble with drunks. They are boring.
I'm not a drunk.
You're well on the way to being
Oh,
one.
nonsense, Richard. Don't be silly.
All right, perhaps not yet. But how many times in the last 2 years have you gone to bed really sober?
Oh, well, in London, that's different. One has to drink in my job.
That's all it is. The solution's simple. Give up the job. Get out of London. If I were you, I'd come home.
That's not a very bright suggestion.
Isn't it? You know, I believe you really want to come home.
Oh, leave me alone, Richard, for heaven's sake. Oh, I'm sorry, Richard. But why do you bother about me?
I have to. I'm your godfather.
How strange you are, Richard. I believe you take that godfather business quite seriously.
Why not? You did? You even borrowed money for Simon on the strength of it.
I've often wondered why my parents ever chose you to be a godfather. You don't even believe in God. Or do you?
I don't like the smell of hassocks, if that's what you mean.
No, it's not what I mean. Richard, please, I'm serious.
What does it matter to you what I think?
It does matter.
Why?
Because we're very much alike. What you believe, I think, perhaps I might be able to believe too. Tell me, Richard, honestly, do you believe in God? No, I thought not. Ah, well, there it is.
This wood's all wet. It's snowing hard and the snow's blowing right in under the roof of the coal shed.
Is it?
Here, let me help you with those logs, Mick.
No, it's all right, I'll do it. Ooh, we can get near the fire for a change. Where are the aunts?
Heaven knows. They went to fetch their work.
Oh, Lord, we're in for a jolly evening. 2 hours of cosy Yuletide. Can't you feel it closing in on you?
Mick, let's get out of here. Let's go to the pictures.
Oh, okay. Suits me.
Come on, then, quick. My coat's in the hall.
So's mine. Don't expect the film will be any good.
Never mind. Escape. That's the thing. The foundation of all entertainment.
You're right about that, Mag. Come on, then. Here's your coat.
Margaret, I was wondering... Oh, well, where are they off to?
The pictures.
Tonight? Oh, they can't. Daddy'll be so disappointed. I must go after them.
Jenny, I wouldn't. I don't think Margaret can quite take all this tonight.
Oh, perhaps not.
I think that's why I like him so. He's a Celt.
Nonsense, Lydia. The Irish are a different race from the Scotch altogether.
Come here by the fire, both of you, and get warm.
Oh, thank you. Now, listen, Jenny. Bridget and I have been talking about you and David. We've come to the conclusion there's only one solution.
What's that, Aunt Lydia?
Your father ought to retire.
And I finished my sermon at last.
Come along to the fire, Father.
Sure, I don't know what they'll make of it all. I'm going to tell them a bit about the ancient origins of their Christmas customs. Most of what they do has its roots deep in the old pagan festivities.
Oh, how very interesting. Now I must get on with my knitting.
So must I.
You know, Lydia, why you put holly on the walls at Christmas time?
Something to do with the Druids, isn't it?
Oh, no, that's mistletoe.
Oh, it goes right back to the old nature worship. The struggle between the holly and the ivy. There's a lot about it here in this book I've got. The holly was the young men and the ivy was the girls. And the struggle between them who should rule the house.
Holly's one in here, I see.
Well, there's no getting away from it, Bridget. The whole thing's only a perpetuation of the old Roman Saturnalia. It was the season of general license when everything was topsy-turvy. The slaves were the masters and the masters were the slaves.
I think I'll come to church tomorrow and listen to all this.
Well, they still do the same thing in the army today, isn't that so? At dinner on Christmas Day, the sergeants and the officers wait on the men.
Yes, that's quite right, we do.
There you are. Everything has its roots in something else, in the past. People have no idea of it, mostly. They don't realize that when they're sticking up their holly and pulling their crackers and decking themselves out in paper caps, they're still taking part in an ancient winter ritual that goes back to the dawn of history. Yes, and here we all are around the Yule log, and... I say, where are Margaret and Mick?
They've gone out.
Oh, on Christmas Eve.
Yes, they've gone to the pictures.
Oh, the pictures. Right. I didn't know there was anything interesting on. Oh, well, pass me my book, will you, Jenny?
Yes, here you are, Daddy.
Thank you.
How quiet it is.
It's the snow, Aunt Lydia. It muffles everything.
I didn't know it had been snowing.
It's been snowing all evening. It's quite deep out in the yard.
8 o'clock already. The Christmas waits will be here soon, I suppose.
Yes, worse luck.
Oh, but Jenny, why? It's so delightful to hear them country voices drifting across the snow.
6 rather sinister little boys who can't sing in tune. They only do it for money.
Oh, dear, what are we coming to?
What's the joke, Martin?
It's just something that tickled me in this book, that's all. You know, in the Middle Ages, they'd a feast of fools at Christmas time. A choir boy or a subdeacon would take the part of the bishop and they'd burlesque the church service and so on. You know, it seems they got a bit too rowdy at times, and in 1444, the cathedral chapter of Sens laid down a regulation that not more than 3 buckets of water must be poured over the precentor at Vespers.
Oh, but Martin, why did they do all these extraordinary things at Christmas time?
Yeah, nobody knows why. One theory is that it goes right back to the days when they were making the calendar. They stuck in some extra days to fill up the gap between the lunar and the solar year. And when they'd stuck them in, they felt they were queer sort of days that didn't really exist, days on which anything might happen.
How strange. I used to feel rather like that about Christmas time when I was a child. Perhaps it was something to do with the queer time of the year. I remember how wonderful it used to be, seeing the snow outside, finding the Christmas stockings tied to the ends of our beds, and all Christmas Eve, a strange sort of excitement. And then in the evening, downstairs in the drawing room, dark green and glittering, the Christmas tree. Just like in here tonight.
Oh, 10 o'clock already. I must go and see how the kettles are getting on for the hot drinks. I expect the others will be back soon. It's still snowing. It's quite deep in the drive.
Lydia, my dear, shall we speak to my brother now?
Yes. Oh, but Richard is here. Richard, don't you think perhaps Jenny might like a little help?
What? Oh, yes. All right. Jenny, wait for me. I'll help you with those hot drinks.
Martin, dear, Bridget and I have been talking. We can't help feeling that perhaps the time's really come for you to think about retiring.
Oh, nonsense, Lydia. I've several years in front of me yet.
Oh, of course you have, Martin, dear. That's just the point. Why not have them for yourself?
Oh, that's all very well, but what about my work? Perhaps you don't think that's of any importance.
Oh, of course I do, Martin, of course. And I know how splendid you are. You've given yourself completely to the people of this place.
You know, Lydia, I've been here 14 years, and sometimes when I walk through the streets and look at the faces of the people, I doubt if I've made any impression at all.
I'm sure you have, Martin. No one could have worked harder than you, but you deserve a rest. You can't go on forever. Everyone deserves a few years to himself. It's the greatest mistake to leave it too late.
Oh, I'd be nothing without my work. Oh, it's kind of you to bother about me, Lydia, but I'd rather carry on here while I can.
That's all very fine and large. You've not only yourself to think about. There's Jenny, too.
Jenny? What about Jenny?
It's no life for a girl to be stuck away here, looking after an old man. This time she got away, had a life of her own.
Well, she's perfectly free to go if she wants to.
Well, but Martin, is she?
Well, in any case, I couldn't retire for another 4 years.
Why not?
Because of Michael.
What's Michael got to do with it?
I want him to have a chance to find his feet in the world before I retire. He's got this year to do in the army first. After that, I want him to go to Cambridge.
I've brought some tea. Richard helped me make it. Put the tray down there, Richard.
All right. You pour out or shall I?
I will. Sugar, everyone?
Oh,
No.
yes, please.
Jenny, is this true what your aunts have told me? I'm feeling that you ought to get away from here.
Oh, what have they been saying?
Oh, darling, we've only been trying to persuade your father that he ought to think about retiring. But he says that he can't for at least another 4 years because he wants to send Michael to university.
Here's your tea, Aunt Lydia.
And Michael with no idea what he wants to do, has he, Martin?
No, I don't think he has yet, no.
What's the use of his going to the university, then? Ah, is that my tea? Thank you.
Oh, don't you think you might help him to find out? It's not always easy to know what you want to do in the world until you've been able to form some idea of what the world's about. Isn't that what a university's for?
I thought it was to train people to earn their living.
Yeah, no, it's more than that. University's almost the only place left where truth is valued for its own sake, not for the money it'll earn or the power it'll get you.
Highfalutin talk. What does the truth, as you call it, matter to Michael?
It matters to any man born, Bridget. I'll not have you saying that about Michael or anyone else. We're all born and we've all got to die. And the truth matters to all of us. The truth about what we are and what we're for. The truth about human destiny.
Here. That's the stuff to give him. Your tea, Martin.
Thank you. You agree with me, Richard, do you?
Of course I agree with you. I agree with every word you said.
You're not a varsity man, are you?
No, but I wish I had been. Listen, Bridget, I've been a soldier all my life.
That's nothing to boast of. I think soldiering's a low profession. I agree with the old Chinese. They class soldiers and prostitutes as the lowest ranks of society.
Bridget.
Agreed. Soldiers are simply a regrettable necessity. Agreed. In a sane world, we should do without them. Agreed. But there's nothing like life in the army to make you wonder what life is all about.
Oh.
No, I'm serious. Listen, I've seen a lot of fighting. 1915 to 18, I was in the trenches for nearly 3 years. I watched men dying all round me. Nearly all the fellows who were boys with me were killed before they were 30. That's enough to make you wonder what the purpose of life is. That's enough to convince you that this truth Martin talks of is the only thing that matters.
If you feel that, I wonder you ever became a soldier at all in peacetime.
You know why I did? When I was 16, my father said, which is it to be, soldier or clergyman? I chose to be a clergyman.
Did you?
My father roared with laughter, said I'd never manage the Greek. Next year I was packed off to Sanders.
Richard, did you really want to be a parson? Seriously?
Well, I don't know. At that age, hard to say. It seemed to me a more valuable job.
Yeah, most people don't think so. Will you still say that?
Yes, Martin, I would.
But, Richard, that means all your life you've been doing something you didn't really want to do.
That's why I'm on Martin's side over this university business. I think a fellow ought to have every chance to find out what he wants to do with his life. Bad thing to make a mistake about that. Damn bad thing.
I can't get over it, Richard. We've known you for all these years, ever since you were a boy. Now I feel as if we'd never really known you at all. I've always thought of you as essentially, ideally, a soldier.
Well, it's Christmas Eve. It's Martin's queer time of the year when we all get to know each other better.
Listen, isn't that the Waits?
They don't sound so bad a long way off.
What's this they're singing? I can't make it out.
It's the holly and the ivy.
Oh, Margaret.
Oh, Margaret.
Hello, Richard. Had a cosy evening? Not talking to me, Richard, eh?
Margaret, come and sit down. You're looking very pale. You're not well. You take some whiskey and I'll have no nonsense this time.
No, Father. Margaret's in time for tea. I'll pour her a cup.
I don't want any tea, Jenny. Your gardens of the dead are here tonight, Jenny. With a vengeance. Outside, it's like walking over the surface of the moon. The snow. The snow's too pale. Too pale. Oh.
Margaret!
Leave this to me. Jenny, come and give me a hand. She's passed out.
We must get her to bed, Richard.
Here, help me lift her. That's right. That's right. Now, you go ahead. Turn on the lights. I'll carry her up.
Her room's at the top of the stairs.
Right. Soon make her comfortable.
This way, Richard.
Yeah, she should never have gone out in the cold like this.
She's drunk, Martin. That's what it is. She's drunk. And so is he, by the sound of it.
We've just passed the Waits. They're over at David's, what's his name? You know, Jenny's boyfriend. Hello, I'm Bridget. Had a nice evening?
Disgusting. Good night, everyone. I'm going to bed.
So am I. Good night, Martin, dear.
Oh. They've gone. We had rather a bit of luck. Saw rather a good film. Nanook of the North. All about Eskimos. Of course, it's old, but it's...
Not been near a cinema, Michael. Why don't you tell me the truth?
The truth? Would you like to hear the truth? About Margaret, for instance? No. You can't tell the truth. That's the trouble. That's the whole trouble. You can't be told the truth.
You better go to bed, Michael.
You're right. I think I'd better.
Father, shall I go to the door?
Yes. Go and get rid of them, Jenny. I think I've got some loose change.
It's all right. There's a shilling on the mantelpiece. Thank you. That was very nice. Thank you. Here you are.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, miss.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Christmas.
We've got a bitter night for carol singing.
Father, dear.
You always liked sitting on the arm of my chair, didn't you? Oh, Jenny. What would I do without you?
You'll never have to.
Jenny. Happy Christmas.
Oh, Mick, still in your pyjamas.
What time is it?
Nearly 10. Do hurry up and get dressed before anyone sees you.
How is everything?
Well, what do you expect after last night? Aunt Bridget's popping and spluttering like boiling fat. Aunt Lydia's being soothing.
How's Father taking it?
Well, he's upset. He said something about all his talk of religion being hypocritical if it doesn't even prevent his own children getting drunk.
Oh, Lord. Why the hell must people always make such a fuss about nothing?
It's not quite nothing, Mick. Getting drunk in a pub where everyone knows you both, it does Daddy so much harm.
I don't agree with you, Lydia, at all. It's a
Lord.
lot of sentimental nonsense.
Here comes more trouble. I'm off upstairs again.
Jenny, where do you keep your rail guide?
Oh, what, Aunt Bridget?
Rail guide. I'm going back to London.
Oh, Aunt Bridget, you can't.
I don't care to stay here after what happened last night.
Oh, dear, the bells have stopped. I'm not nearly ready for church.
It's all right, Aunt Lydia. That's only the first lot. There's plenty of time yet.
Oh,
I suppose you'll have trains running from here today, will you?
Bridget, you're not going.
I am.
But it's so wrong to take up this attitude. We ought to be more tolerant.
I don't see the point of tolerating low habits.
Anyway, Bridget, you ought to stay for Jenny's sake. She's taken so much trouble about everything, made all these wonderful preparations. Just look at all these presents laid out round the Christmas tree. I really do think it's most unkind of you, Bridget, to go off like this.
I didn't mean it that way at all, Jenny.
Of course you didn't, Aunt Bridget. I know.
Oh, just look at the sun on the snow. It's heavenly.
You'll miss the goose, Aunt Bridget, if you go now.
Goose it is you're having, not turkey.
Oh, dear, don't you like goose?
I do. I prefer it.
Oh, stay then, Aunt Bridget. Please, do stay.
Very well, then. I will.
Oh, look, here's a present for me. Oh, I know what this is, don't I, Jenny? It's larger than ever this year. Darling, how good of you. Real old-fashioned eau de cologne. Oh, thank you so much, darling. I always need it for my appalling headaches. Oh, it is for me, isn't it?
Yes, Aunt Lydia, it is. But it's not from me this year, it's from Daddy.
Oh, dear. Perhaps I ought not to have opened it yet, then.
Oh, that's all right. In fact, I think it's a good idea. Let's start the presents now, shall we, Aunt Bridget?
Yes, if you think there's time before church. I'll go and get mine, then. Now, wait for me before you open any more.
Oh, poor Jenny. It's going to be a trying day for you, I'm afraid. I'm so glad you persuaded Bridget to stay.
She's not easy, is she?
That comes of living alone. It's apt to make people difficult.
It hasn't made you difficult, Aunt Lydia.
Oh, well, it's different for me. There's been someone in my life. I've not always been alone. Though it is 32 years since your Uncle Philip died. Strange how our life only seems to have meaning because of someone else. You understand that, Jenny. You're in love.
Don't, Aunt Lydia. That's all over.
Jenny, what's happened? Have you seen David this morning?
No, but we can't get married. I see that now. I realized it quite clearly last night.
Oh, darling, no. It's such a mistake. When you're in love, you mustn't let anything stand in your way.
Isn't that sentimental, Aunt Lydia? Marriage isn't the only thing in the world.
It's a very important one.
Don't you think people exaggerate its importance?
No. I'm 70, Jenny. I've seen quite a lot of the world. I know what I'm talking about. Everyone needs someone else. Loneliness is a terrible thing. It can do appalling things to you. That's why I'm always so sorry for people like Bridget. She did what you're thinking of doing. She stayed at home to look after your grandmother.
I think she was quite right to do that.
Perhaps. But think what it has meant. Ever since your grandmother died, Bridget has been quite alone. If she died tomorrow, there's no one to whom it would really make the slightest difference. That's why it means so much to her to be here with you all for Christmas.
Now, here are my little presents now. What shall I do with them?
Put them on the table, Aunt Bridget, with the others.
Yes, now, there. Now, this is for you, Jenny.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I bought a dictionary for Michael. I suppose he won't care for that.
Oh, I think he would, very much.
Would you? It seems to me he has the mentality of a corner boy.
Morning, everyone. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
What shall I do with all my presents for you all?
Oh, what a lot. Put them over there on the table, Richard.
Right.
Oh, Richard, how lovely. What a lot.
Oh, look, Richard, what Aunt Bridget has just given me. Oh, thank you, Aunt Bridget. Did you make it yourself?
I did.
What's it supposed to be?
It's a bed cape.
Really?
You read a lot in bed, Jenny, don't you? It's to keep your shoulders warm.
Thank you so much.
I suppose you won't be needing it now. You're getting married.
I'm not getting married.
Oh, Jenny.
Have you broken it off, then?
When I see David today, I shall have to tell him, that's all. That we can't be married. It was never supposed to be public. It was just between ourselves. So please forget all about it.
Snow is coming through the bathroom ceiling.
Oh, I know that place. It only drips in the bath.
Happy Christmas, Aunt Bridget.
Are you coming, Lydia? I'm going to get ready for church.
Oh, yes, Bridget, I'm coming. Oh, dear Nick. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, Aunt Lydia.
The breakfast's all cold by now, Mick.
Don't want any breakfast. I feel awful. Is there any coffee?
I'm just going to make some more for Daddy before church. I'll bring you some.
Thanks.
Do you like some more, Richard?
I don't know if I've got time before the train. How far's Melton?
What train? You don't mean to say Aunt Bridget's going after all?
Bridget? No, Margaret.
Margaret going?
Yes, I promised to drive her to the station.
Oh, but she mustn't go. Oh, well, I don't know. Perhaps it's best. Richard, I don't like to talk to Daddy about it, but what about this drinking of hers? You see her in London. Can't you do something?
Well, it's more or less routine, you know. In her job, they all do it.
But it was frightening last night, Richard.
I shouldn't worry too much about last night, Jenny, if I were you. After all, there were special circumstances. Coming home at all was a bit of a strain for her.
I don't think it was only that. I know all about Margaret now. She told me last night. She drinks because she's unhappy, because she's askew with the world. Oh, I wish she wasn't going back to that flat all by herself.
I'll go with her, if you like.
No, Richard, of course not. Oh, dear, I must go and make Daddy's coffee.
Have you seen my father this morning?
Not yet, Mick, no.
Trouble is, they make such a damn fuss about everything.
Who do?
People like my parents. Religious people. Mother was just the same. Any conversation goes right back to the creation of the world and beyond.
Well, why not?
Well, take a thing like last night. Well, I was tight. I admit that. Anyone would have the right to be a bit annoyed about that. It was damn silly. In front of the aunts and all. But an ordinary father, a stockbroker or something, would just tick you off and leave it at that. With a parson, the whole thing's different. He probably won't be angry. He may not even say anything. But he'll be what Jenny calls upset, which is worse. And if anything is said, before we know where we are, we'll get involved in a great argument about sin and the Bible and the existence of God. Oh, I don't know. It's all very difficult. You see, if you don't believe what he believes, you can't very well say so, because it amounts to telling him that, in your opinion, his whole life is based on a fallacy, which is a bit rude.
Never mind, Mick, old boy. You'll all be dead in 100 years. How far's Melton Station?
Well, about 12 miles.
Oh, well, I'd better go and see if the car will start. Roads will be terrible. It's been snowing all night.
Jenny! Oh, hello, Mick. Know where Jenny is?
Through in the kitchen. I'll fetch her.
No, just till I'm ready for my coffee, will you?
Well, she's making it now, I think.
She is? Good. Oh, well.
Father?
Yeah?
I'm sorry about last night.
Well, there it is. It can't be helped now.
Right.
Tell me, do you often take too much to drink?
Not often, no. Well, of course not.
Oh, well, there it is. I don't want to spoil your Christmas for you. I dare say it was only an accident last night. But there's something else that's been bothering me. I don't suppose you were too drunk to know what you were saying last night.
No, I wasn't.
I asked you why you didn't tell me the truth. Do you remember what you said then?
Yes, I remember.
You said that I couldn't be told the truth. Didn't you?
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
Oh, I don't know. It's all too difficult.
I want to know. What did you mean when you said I couldn't be told the truth?
Well, I meant exactly what I said. You can't be told the truth. At least not by us, not by Jenny and Margaret and me. The real facts about us would upset you too much. So we lie to you. Or at least if we don't lie, we conceal the truth from you. The whole situation in this house is built on lies and concealment.
Situation in the house?
Well, look at what happened last night. It's just one of the things she told me last night. Now, of course, there have always been things you couldn't be told, but I didn't realize how far it had gone. When it's a question of Jenny spoiling her whole life...
Jenny? What on earth are you talking about?
Only that Jenny wants to get married. To David Patterson.
Does she now? That's fine. That was my own idea, but I thought nothing was coming
Yes,
of it.
but wait. She felt she ought not to unless Margaret would come home and be with you.
Oh, there's no need for her to feel that.
Well, anyway, that's not the point. Last night she asked Margaret to come, and Margaret refused.
Well, I don't want anyone to feel obliged to be here for me.
But why did she refuse? That's the point. Why? Not because she didn't want to, but because she couldn't face settling down here to a life of false pretenses. And yet she felt she couldn't tell you the truth.
The truth? The truth? What truth?
The truth about herself. That's why she's got into this terrible state. Oh, the thing has such ramifications.
Will you stop ranting and tell me what this is all about?
Well, it's perfectly simple. During the war, she had an affair with an American airman. It was serious. I mean, she was in love with him. He was killed. After he was killed, she found she was going to have a child.
I see.
Well, don't you see how impossible it would be to tell you a thing like that?
Why impossible?
Why, isn't it obvious? You're a parson. You'd be shocked. You're bound to be shocked.
I've no patience with that. Do you think because I'm a parson I know nothing about life? Why do you suppose I was ever ordained in the first place? Do you think it was because I was so easily shocked that I couldn't face realities?
Oh, no, of course not. That's absurd. But as a parson, you've got a different attitude to life. You think a thing like this that's happened to Margaret is wrong. And what's more, you expect other people to look at it that way, too. Can't you see? How can parsons expect to be told the truth when one can't even talk to them like ordinary human beings?
Well, if that's the way I've made you feel, then I failed.
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Father. I think I'd better go and give Jenny a hand.
Failed completely. Who's that going out? Margaret, is that you?
Yes, Father.
Oh, you've got your suitcase. You're going out. Oh, well, I suppose it's best. Just a moment, though. Before you go, shut the door. Please, come over here.
Yes? Well?
Margaret, I want you to know that I know. Michael's just told me. I can see it. You'd feel the way you do about it, but I'm sorry, Margaret. It's my fault. I've been no use to you, no use at all.
Oh, well, never mind. I managed all right.
That's just what distresses me. I'm not thinking of money or anything like that, but you felt you had to manage alone. And that you've gone on feeling it all these years. It's a terrible thing. Tell me, has it always been the same? In the old days when you were children, did you feel the same way then? Michael tells me all of you always been afraid to speak freely before me.
Not for any personal reason, only because of religion.
Because of religion? A fine caricature I've made of religion then, if that's how I appeared to my own children. Do I seem the sort of man who'd turn away from the sorrows of his own daughter? If I do, then no wonder my work's had so little effect all these years. I've been distorting and misrepresenting religion all my life without knowing it. I can't believe it. No, it's too late now. If that's how it is, you better go. You'll be happier in London.
Happy?
Well, at least if you're a child.
Didn't Mick tell you? He's dead.
Margaret.
No, please. It's all over and done with now.
Your friends and your work will be of some help to you.
Friends? My friends are anyone who wants another drink. I've often thought how much I'd rather be here, but of course it wouldn't work, I know that. I'm out all day scribbling smart, highly paid nonsense which earns the rent of a wonderful flat that I can't bear to stay in alone for 5 minutes when I get back in the evening. It makes no sense. But why should it, after all, if the world as a whole makes no sense?
Oh, no, Margaret, you mustn't let what's happened make you bitter.
I'm not bitter. This is something I've seen. Just as you suddenly see the solution of a mathematical problem. Only this isn't a solution. This is something I've stumbled on, something that affects everyone. Everyone in the world. Oh, listen, Father, and I'll tell you about it if you like. Robert was killed. I really did love him, you know. And after that, I found I was going to have Simon. Well, that seemed important. Not only because of Robert, but because, well, another life in the world is important. And so for the next 4 years, of course, I did everything I possibly could for Simon. Then he died. And I just felt, what was the point of it all? What was the value of all that effort? It was then that I first began to realize that in the long run it's the same for everyone. Practically all the efforts that people make are to keep life going, their own or someone else's. And the whole thing's doomed to failure, because life can't be kept going indefinitely. The sun's growing cold, and in the end the human race itself will be frozen off the earth. So what's the sense in making all that effort? Oh, I know what you'll say about immortality and so on, but I just can't believe that. I want to be sure that all the values we try to establish are real values. I want to relate life here and now, not only my own life, but all life, to whatever may be true about the universe.
You know, Margaret, I think you'd be far more comfortable in the world if you weren't so religious.
I'm not religious, that's the trouble.
But you are. That is religion, what you've just been saying.
Oh, you don't seem to understand. I don't believe in anything.
No, belief isn't religion. That's not the primary thing at all. There's something else has to be there before that, long before that. Something that's the root of all the religions in the world. A need. This feeling you have, this need to make sense of the world. That's the prime essential of all religion. Oh, Margaret, I'm sorry. I'd not meant to preach at you.
I don't quite know where I am.
Of course you don't.
No, I don't mean that. I mean about you. You've made it all so difficult.
Oh, botheration. I'd not meant to say a word. I mean, while you were speaking just now, it suddenly struck me, these are my own thoughts. This might be myself talking. You know, it was thoughts like yours I had when I was a young man that first made me think of being ordained. I just need to make sense of the world always tormenting me, and I could never be sure from one day to the next what I believed about anything. You know what tipped the scales for me? Despair. despair because there was one fact I didn't see how to make sense of without religion. One fact that knocked the meaning out of any system of morals or politics anyone ever invented. Death. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. Perhaps that made sense, I used to think, but struggle for the good of humanity, work for social justice, suffer for an ideal, for tomorrow we die. That didn't seem to make sense at all. Unless... You see why I felt just now while you were talking? These thoughts are my own thoughts. We're very alike, you know, Margaret, you and me.
We are. Yes. I see that now. That's what I find so bewildering. Our ideas, our beliefs are so different.
Are they?
Oh, yes, of course they are. Quite different. But that doesn't make a gulf between us, as I thought it did. Because our minds are alike. Well, they work in the same way. We can talk. I can't get used to it.
I've always known it. The trouble with you and me is that we can't help asking awkward questions.
And much good it does. Curiosity kills the cat.
No. If you care for the truth, there's something else you need besides curiosity. To carry it through, you need courage. Oh, there I go, preaching again, I suppose. I'm sorry, but this talk we've had, Margaret, I know the truth has been in that. If not in the words, then between the words. Or between us. And that's why I'm grateful to you. For it's not often I have real talk with anyone. Oh, listen, good gracious, now I'll be late for church.
Your coat. I'll get it.
It's hanging in the hall.
Yes? Here you are. Now, anything you want from the study?
My sermon.
Sermon, right? Is it on your desk?
Yes, on the blotter. Now, what did I do with my shoes? Jenny makes me wear these gum boots for the snow, but I can't take the service in them.
Here's your sermon, and here are your shoes. Put one in each pocket, there. Now, have you got everything you want?
Yes, I think so. Thanks. I'm sorry to rush off like this, Margaret, but goodbye for now.
Is Margaret there? The car's outside.
Yes, it's there. She's all ready.
Ready? We ought to go. I couldn't get the car to start.
I'm not going, Richard.
Oh, heavens, woman. Do you ever know your own minds? Here have I been wrenching my guts out with that damned crank handle, and you calmly announce that you're not going. What's happened? Had a nice emotional reconciliation, I suppose.
Oh, how old-fashioned of you, Richard. No, nothing in the least like that. I'm going upstairs to unpack.
Well, I give up.
Good morning.
Oh, hello, David. Come along in.
Just walked over to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Do you happen to know what Jenny's doing?
Changing her mind, too, I expect. Excuse me. Hello.
Changing her mind? But here, wait a minute.
Very well then, Bridget, I'll go on then. I must make sure of one of those pews near the radiator. Oh, my poor David. I'm so sorry for you.
Look here, what's all this about?
Well, but, hasn't Jenny told you? It's been dreadful, quite dreadful. The most appalling things have happened since you were here yesterday.
Yes, but what? That's what I want to know. What's happened?
Oh, dear, I haven't time. I'm just going to church. But it's all disastrous. Absolutely disastrous.
Oh, Lydia, haven't you gone yet? Good morning, David. Oh, then I've pulled a hole in my glove.
Oh, by the way, David, Bridget and I did our best for you and Jenny last night. Didn't we, Bridget?
We did.
But I'm afraid it was all of no use. Oh, come on, Bridget, we'll be late.
If you're half a man, David, you'll get Jenny out of this in double quick time.
Out of what? Can you tell me what's been happening?
Oh, it's disgusting. I don't care to talk about it. Yes, I'm coming, Lydia.
Oh, hello, David. Everything's hell here this morning. I got tight last night. It's shaken the whole foundations. I'm going to be late for church.
Church? You?
Well, you feel you have to, more or less. I mean, when it's a matter of politeness, really, when your old man's a parson. Especially on Christmas Day. Margaret got tight, too, last night. She passed out. She's leaving for London by the next train.
What? But she can't. Besides, she only arrived last night.
Since last night, there's been an atomic explosion. The whole of our lives have been split open, exposed. This morning, everyone's stumbling about among the debris. The whole place is radioactive. I must go. Oh, wait a minute. Can you lend me sixpence?
What for?
The collection.
Here you are.
Thanks. Jenny will pay you back out of the housekeeping, I hope.
What the hell's going on in here?
Oh. Good morning.
You'll be Margaret, I suppose. Look here, I've a bone to pick with you. What's all this about you refusing to come home? Oh, I've no patience with it. You've got to take your
But
time.
I am coming home.
You are? Oh, there now, I said you would.
Did you?
Yeah, I told Jenny yesterday. I couldn't believe it when Jenny said you wouldn't.
I wonder why she thought I wouldn't.
Oh, I don't know. She said you just wouldn't, and you weren't that sort of person. I thought it was monstrous.
You remind me of my Aunt Bridget. You seem to have very explosive views about people.
I just see them clearly, that's all.
Be careful you don't see them too clearly.
Oh, I don't see there's any danger in that.
I'm not sure it's not one of the greatest dangers in the world. I thought I knew someone. I thought I knew him so well that I could tell exactly what he'd say or do in any situation, down to the smallest inflection of his voice. And now I find I've never really known him at all. It's frightening how little really one knows about other people.
I don't know that it particularly frightens me.
It should, I think. Certainly if you're going to marry.
Look here, what are you getting at? Oh, I can't make head or tail of anyone in this house this morning. What's the matter with you all?
Christmas. The family festival. We've all learned a thing or two about each other, that's all. Oh, that's the 5-minute bell. I must go. I'll be late for church. Look, I haven't had time to see Jenny. You must tell her. Well, perhaps it'll be better for you to tell her anyway. Tell her that I've had some talk with my father and that it's all quite all right. That last bit's the most important. She'll know what it means.
Don't worry, she'll know what it means, all right.
I wonder how well you know Jenny. I wonder if you know in the least what she's really like.
A pretty shrewd idea.
After this morning, I'm inclined to think it takes more than shrewdness to understand any human being. Well, good luck to you.
And a happy Christmas to you.
Thank you.
Jenny! Where are you? Jenny!
David.
Jenny, come here. I've got something to tell you.
What is it, David?
Jenny, Margaret's coming home.
What? No, but she mustn't.
Mustn't? But do you mean you've changed your mind?
Oh, no, but...
Well, what does this mean, then? She's just this minute told me to tell you she's had some talk with your father, and it's all quite all right. Well?
Oh, that's wonderful. It won't be easy, of course, but... Oh, it's everything. Oh.
Jenny, what's the matter? What are you crying for? Oh, I think you're mad.
In The Holly and the Ivy by Wynyard Browne and adapted for radio by Peggy Wells and Raymond Rex, David was played by John Sampson, Jenny, Jane Knowles, Martin, Stephen Murray, Mick, Geoffrey Beavers, Bridget, Sheila Fraser, Lydia, Nora Nicholson, Richard, William Fox, and Margaret, Isabel Black. The play was produced by Martin Jenkins.
And that production that you've just heard was first broadcast in 1971.